Good morning. Okay, when I first started doing OMAD, pretty soon I'll be starting my third month. So I'm probably in about my 8th week or so. Just to digress real quick, there's a hot air balloon near us that just blew up, put air in itself, and it's getting ready to take off. I'll show you that here in a few minutes. It's pretty cool. But so when I first started my OMAD experience, I talked about immediately how wonderful it was for me. And I did say at the very beginning, hey, I'm no expert, but I just wanted to document my experience just to have it for posterity. And I'm glad I did that. And so now I haven't done a video in a while, and I wanted to do that. Okay, so can you see the balloon over there? All right. And again, by no means am I any kind of an authority or an expert on this OMAD thing. And I thought OMAD would be something relatively simple. One meal a day, boom, you're all done, that's it, over and out. But it's been such a fascinating experience for me. I've been going on YouTube and reading about different people's experience and people who have been doing it for a while. And it's been a wonderful learning curve. While OMAD in itself is a simple concept, there's a lot to it. And one of the girls that I watch and I respect a lot, she devoted a whole YouTube video of hers on a book called Fast, F-A-S-T, Feast, F-E-A-S-T, and Repeat. Fast, Feast, Repeat by a girl named Jen, G-I-N, Stephens, S-T-E-P-H-E-N-S. And this book that she wrote, you can get it on Kindle, Amazon Kindle. It's $11.99, and it's just packed with great information. I mean, she poured her heart out in this book, and she did a great job. I can't say more than enough for this book of hers. And I just, with this other girl who devoted a whole video just talking about her book, I also just want to pay homage to this Jen Stephens. She did a wonderful job, and I highly recommend the book also. And over 300 pages, and it's all good stuff. All right, there you go. There's a balloon. Probably it'll take him about another 5 minutes before he takes off. But there you go. Yeah, they'll be taking off here in probably about 5 minutes. So, while the concept of OMAD is very simple, there is a bit to learn about it. And her book was just, I'm still reading the book, and I've only gotten it a few days ago, but I'm guessing I'm in the maintenance part where she talks about it. So I'm probably toward the end of the book. But anyway, she just has a lot of good stuff. And for $12, you guys, it's worth having. It'll be a great reference. She just talks about so much stuff. I was just surprised it was as good as it was, as good as it is. So Jen Stephens, Fast, Feast, Repeat. So like I say, I haven't done a video in a while since I started my OMAD experience. And the reason why I started videos right at the beginning was because I was just so damn excited. From day one, I just absolutely loved it. And I had mentioned how I was in the 170s when I started, which was a healthy weight already. And I couldn't get, but I wanted to be in the 160s, and I just couldn't lose weight. I'm an older guy, and I understand as you get older, it's harder to lose weight. And I'm like, oh God, I just don't like being, for me, I don't like being in the 170s. So I started OMAD, and it didn't take me too long. I got down to 161. And 161 for me is like my ideal weight. And I just, every time I got on the scale, I just kept on losing a pound, 2 pounds, and boy, it just dropped right off. I weighed myself this morning, and I'm up to 163.5. And it probably had something to do with the 3 pieces of pecan pie I had yesterday. But I am not fretting one bit. And like Jen says in her book, even though you don't lose weight, all of a sudden your clothes become a little bit looser. And she said that's actually the real test. So, and these clothes, there's shorts I'm wearing, they used to be tight around my belly, and now they're loose. I should be wearing a belt. And so my goal, I really would like to do this. I would like to get in the 150s, and probably, and I tell you, I really don't have much fat. At least I don't think so on me. But I would love to drop. Oh, there it is up there. There we go. Okay. See if they see me. Cool. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I would love to get in the 150s. Ideally, I think about 157. And again, no hurry. And after reading Jen's book, I feel like I do have a few more tools at my disposal that I didn't know about before. And one of the things that she talks about, and this is a big deal, and she mentions it in her book. She says, look, this is a big deal, and it's about clean eating. And the other one was, I thought, even though I'm fasting once a day, or eating only one meal a day, I had better buckle down and eat as much food as I can. And I did that. I purposely overate, because it's like, hey, I'm only eating one meal a day, so I better eat as much food as I can. And that's not a good idea. You're supposed to eat to satiety. And when you, and she talks about the Japanese, and they have a thing called Hara Hichibu or something like that. And that means stop eating when you're 80% full. And man, you combine that with one meal a day. Wowza, wowza. So eating clean, eating till you're just satiated. And then the other one is she talks about processed foods. Now, she goes from foods that are not processed all the way to foods that are processed and then highly processed. Ultra processed is what it's called. And there's a scale, it's called the NOVA scale, N-O-V-A. I didn't look too much into it, but you guys, everybody knows what a highly processed food is. So clean eating. So first of all, 1 meal a day, clean eating, eating just to satiation, and then eating whole foods, the higher percentage of whole foods as possible.